Hola, amigos and amigas. Me llamo es Justo Enrico y yo es el justo de Chuckiendo de Femios de People Place. Rachel and I are back from dinner and better than ever. All right, so back from town, we got some groceries. We went out to dinner. Um, we stopped and got Rachel ice cream on the way back. And I even took my car back to the shop where I'd gotten the oil change because I've had a oil leak since I got the oil change. And I was like, hey, my car has an oil leak since I got this oil change. He replaced the gasket in the oil pan, replaced the oil that leaked out, and he didn't even charge me anything. How nice was that? So I feel relief that I got the car fixed. Um, and hi, Keisha. Square Keisha. What kind of a name is Square Keisha? Huh? Square is not even a letter, Keisha. God, get it right. You can't even tell shapes and letters apart. There we go. There we go. Okay, that's better. Nope. I'll get those. I'll get those on Friday. Chapstick for your coat, for your coochie lips. Chapstick for your coochie lips, huh? Well, I don't have any coochie lips, so where am I supposed to put your chapstick? On my scrotum? Answer me that. Well, we wanted to go to Frederick's of Savory, but much to our surprise, what's to my surprise anyway, it's closed on Wednesdays now. They changed their schedule. It used to be closed on Mondays and Tuesdays. Now it's just closed on Wednesdays. So we ended up going to Charles Street Dinner House instead. And I think we were both a little disappointed with it, frankly.
Yeah, me too.
That's what I said. I think we were both a little disappointed. Joy Boy Insomniac, my day is going well. I'm trying to hit the bong, but it's being a little bit cloggy at the moment. So I'm trying to unclog it. What did we eat? We both got the prime rib. Rachel actually decided not to get the lobster tonight, even though she normally Rosanna TV Vlog 77, welcome. Ezra Ginsburg, welcome. S. Jaden, thank you. Chewy, hello, welcome. Bienvenidos a Talking de Famoso de People Place. Bestie Slays, semicolon 3, hi. Show media, good day, sir. Can this old man still hit a bong? Yes, he can. Rosanna TV Vlog 77 is from the Philippines. Hey, here's Hugh Janus. Fight 10 chicken-sized dinos or 1 dino-sized chicken? 10 sick chicken-sized dinos, of course. Any advice for a new married man, other than agreeing on everything with the wife, I wouldn't agree on everything with the wife. I would just say, remember, criticism kills love. Try not to criticize your partner, and don't put up with it if your partner is criticizing you either. What I mean by criticism is not critique of a specific behavior, for example, but say like, you're so selfish, you never, you always, things that are critiques of you rather than but the dinosaur is just chicken sized, right? 16, hello. Sure. Rachel and I are married. We've only been married for like 8 months, maybe, or something.
Mm-hmm.
But we've been together now for 4.5 years plus. Well, if you're directing that question to me, real user 42, I will say that my anus is regular sized. What grade you smoking? I mean, it's good weed. I don't know exactly what it is. This weed kind of fell into our laps. Well, we have been together for 4.5 years plus.
Yep.
Yeah, I know. Rachel's 39, but she looks younger than that. She looks great, doesn't she? I'm a lucky man.
Thanks, babe. I love you.
I love you too, darling. So Rachel and I never have any fights. We have kind of a kind of a dream relationship, but I would say that only has a little bit to do with maybe more than a little bit, but somewhat to do with our good relationship practices, but more to do with just our inherent compatibility. So
I think we're more like, yeah, there are like things that we differ on, but it's not like, we have a lot of things in common.
yeah. I'm 52, Joy Boy Insomniac. So actually, I think I look a little bit older, perhaps than my age, but the North Carolina Januses, with their children Hugh, Gaping, Puckered. What's your other brother's name? You got Hugh, Gaping, Puckered, and well, people think I'm older than that, so I like to take advantage of the fact that a lot of young people want to come in and be like, "You're old, you're old." You might as well Runny. Yeah, that's the other name. Hugh, Gaping, Puckered, and Runny. Boy, Runny got the short end of that stick, I think. Well, there he says that Jesus loves me. Willie Anya Janus. I don't know what that one means. That's silly, Ezra. He loves everyone, my brother, no matter what. Well, look at that. What do you know? Notorious non-racist 21. Hello. You are young. You didn't even make it to World War II. That's true. I was born many years after World War II. I don't think there are very many You will note that our Minister of Bragging, Acacia, has designated that bragging is not currently allowed. She is the official Minister of Bragging. So, did you know that, Rachel?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, Acacia was appointed the other night Minister of Bragging.
Mr. Bragging.
She determines whether bragging is or is not allowed at a given moment.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah. Are you kidding me? Natasha absolutely loves you so much. Show media. She was telling me about that the other day. She was like, "Oh my God, I've got to get me some show media." I said, "You cannot do that, show media. I mean, Natasha, because you need to be out there looking for Tim Horton Parton." Your parents are 75 and 66. That's 9 years. Yeah, no bragging, Joy Boy. And you too, Notorious Non-Racist 21. Acacia's the minister of bragging. Why are my titles so old man centric? Because they seem to do, it seems to, I don't know if how much it has to do with the titles, but it seems to produce better outcomes, or it's just what I'm doing right now. I'm not sure why. It's just what I'm doing right now. Squirrels or rats? I'm going to go squirrels. My parents are 20 and 84. I'm bragging. Wow, you must be pretty young, Notorious Non-Racist. You must be pretty young. Assuming your dad was 82 and your mom was 18, then you're 2 years old. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. Look, you can brag, but you'll just be subject to, the death penalty. Now that Makesh is the new minister of bragging. Wow, you're older than your mom. Do you think Raquel Welch is still spry? I don't know what I think about that. I don't know what I think about that. I think let's go have a quick health tube outside while it's still light. And I think I'm going to get my drink that I left in the car so I don't waste yet another half and half. Seems like every time I get in that car, I pour out a full drink. So we should have no more oil dripping problems. That's good. That's one problem solved for free, which is nice. We've got caterpillars. There's a caterpillar. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, there it is. And here's another caterpillar. As you see there, kind of all over the place. Here's another caterpillar. That's why the Butterfly Festival is coming up this weekend. Because here in Mariposa Town, multiplicity of caterpillars turns into a multiplicity of butterflies. This is my imitation of a butterfly. No, I don't drink alcohol, so I'm not going to be doing any drinking and driving. What are we doing next year, Christmas? I have no idea. Gerard and Rayner. No idea whatsoever. No, that was a butterfly. That was not a chicken, Clyde Gaming. Obviously, that was a butterfly. Jeez, can't you tell the difference between a butterfly and a chicken? I know. Mariposa means butterfly in Spanish because when the people first came here and settled, they were struck by the plenitude of butterflies. I went to college in Santa Cruz, Eliana Diaz. I saw it back in the day when there were shit tons of uh, butterflies come back to Santa Cruz. I don't know if it's back that way again. By the time I ended college, it had like gone way down. Butterflies full of lies, mistaken cries, lacking thighs. This is a great poem that Show Media just wrote, and I'm proud of him for it, even though I should be impressed. Tango penny un poquito. You have a little bit of pineapple? I don't know what penny is. Is that supposed to be penis? You have a little bit of penis? Or is that Spanish for pen, pineapple, apple pen? Wagwan the cocoon? Stay on the cocoon. I don't know what PENEE means in that. Oh, I see. It means wiener. It means Baron von Wiener penis. In Mexico, they call transvestites marilosas. Not yet, Putty Cat. Not yet. I will, though. I decided to stream first for a while. Watch out, Trevor. Let your sister through. Let her through. Meow. Difficult boy. Aubergine, brinjal, eggplant, bannigan. Baba ganoush. Baba ganoush. Baba ganoush sounds like a war cry from the Vikings or something. How is Fred doing? Oh, we actually didn't go to Frederick's. Putty Cat. We were shocked and dismayed to learn when we got to town that Frederick's has changed its schedule and is now closed only on Wednesdays. According to you, where does the future come from? It doesn't come from anywhere. Well, that was probably ill-advised of you, Notorious Non-Racist 21. No. It doesn't have a previous location, right? To say something came from someplace or something is to say that it had a previous state of being. The defining quality of the future is it has not happened yet. So we ate at Charles Street Dinner House instead, which is another one of the nice restaurants in town. And I think Rachel and I were both a little disappointed with it. Future's not real till it happens, but conceptually it's real because we persist through time and extrapolate from our previous experience that the same will happen in going forward, you know? That's the point. You can't travel to the future because it hasn't happened yet. I don't talk to any famous people. I just talk to you guys. That makes you the famous people. No. The egg in the present is now broken. In the past, it was not broken. And in the future, who knows? Present, past, and future are statuses we afford to things, right? Or statements, really. It's a status we use in making statements about things, whether it be events, etc. You got to understand the limits of what language can do and what it can't do because it is static, unlike reality, which is dynamic. You have the same overalls? I got them on Amazon.com, which is an internet website. I don't know if you've heard of it before. A chicken. Manu John. A chicken. Just because the present came from the past doesn't mean the future comes from the present. How long will it take to grow a tree? Depends on the tree and it depends on what you qualify as grown. No, we did not get the clam steamers, but some people at the table next to us did. Rachel and I both got the prime rib, which was one of the specials today. Well, sure, you can predict the future, but you can't travel to the future because it hasn't happened yet. You love tramp? Well, then you should go get with a tramp. Slippy fingers, slip, slippy fingers. Slippy, slippy, slip, slippy fingers. Well, that's you and everybody else, notorious non-racist. No, Ted Kaczynski. I'm going to pass on the glory holes. Thank you very much. If future comes from further in the future, then how come you are in the present? Shouldn't you also be further in the future? That doesn't make any sense. I misread BS. I gotta make a fancy time ice sack. A time ice sack is how you keep future food cool. Okay. They're in Yellowstone, but they're actually called geysers. Okay. You don't want to go get into a geyser, it'll burn you. Back to the Future. So, speaking of Back to the Future, Rachel and I were talking at dinner about how we might want to watch that movie again. It's been a long time since either of us have seen it. Time should not exist. Prove me wrong. Well, you're the one advocating a change to the status quo, so you need to prove yourself right. Since we operate under the assumption that time does and therefore should exist, then if you want to advocate that our status quo understanding is wrong, you're on the app and you need to make the case that the status quo is wrong, not the other way around. Do you think it would be better if time did not exist? Well, I mean, we can't even conceive of any kind of experience of life that's not predicated on time, either in a turn-based fashion or in a real-time fashion. You couldn't travel to the future because it doesn't exist yet. The only way you could perceive yourself as traveling to the future is if you traveled away from Earth super fast and then back to Earth super fast and compared against the people on Earth, you will have traveled to the future. You know, in other words, they will have aged faster than you. Well, thanks, Ka. Backwards 7, Akanyab. I don't know how to read your Cyrillic language. Want to see two ENFJs go full NI nincompoop? Watch me and Manu John talk about timelines right now. Sounds good. Again, Kevin Pearson, listen to me. My name is not Shoddy, okay? I already died and have been reincarnated? Maybe. Maybe that happened yesterday. Maybe not. Thanks, Ending Echoes 93. They were recommended to me by a channel person named Lou, and she said that this is the best kind of overalls to get because of the pocket placement. My name is Eric, Kevin Pearson. Eric Strauss. That's my name. Yeah, why don't you marry him? You got burned, Indian Echoes 93. So you're probably 8 years younger than Rachel, which means I'm guessing that you're 31. Two S's on the end, Kevin Pearson, but close. Very close. Rogerio Ferreira Rocha. Vu Dermi de Cochina, Brazil. Well, bienvenidos a Taquiendo de Famiosa de Piplioples. My name is Eric. I don't speak Portuguese. Hi, simple girl. How are you? Good to see you. Yeah, you did pretty well. You did pretty well. It's spelled the same as Levi Strauss, but no relation. Future me is currently being gently conveyor belted toward my current self. Is that how it works? You stay still and the future moves towards you? Is 5, is 6, and 6 is 7. What was the person in seat 4B thinking in 9/11? Well, he was thinking, I guess he was thinking, I don't know, 7, 7, 7B, 9, 7. That's what he was thinking. If 5 is 6 and 6 is 7, then maybe 4 is 5. And if 4 is 5, then 4 is 7. So I'm going to say he was in 7B thinking 9, 7, because 11 is 5 and 6. He was thinking death. Well, I guess I got that wrong. What's the jacket doing tonight? Time traveling? I don't know what the jacket is that you're referring to. The future is being conveyor belted toward us at a medium pace. Oh. See, I don't think so, though. I think we're creating the future as we move forward through time. Well, why do I look like I married my cousin?
He didn't.
Rachel is not my cousin.
I'm Rachel, and I'm his wife.
And not my cousin. I actually don't have any biological cousin. My dad had a sister. My mom was an only child, but my dad's sister was unable to conceive, so they adopted. Yeah, I have a few teeth. Come on. Salutations, I'm Lion, and welcome. I guess because of my overalls and missing teeth. It's true that I don't live on a trailer. Let's say you ate food yesterday. Then is anybody going to stop eating from today? Now, that's a great fortune cookie right there. because they don't believe in the future. Who is a bully in this chat? Eliana Diaz. Hi, Levi Virus. Vires. Vikram Verma. Oh, right, I'm fasting. I can't have tuna. Should have a hamburger then. Notorious non-racist, you don't need to inform us of that. Levi Vyers says, you are a good person. Thank you, Levi Vyers. How nice of you to say so. I think that I'm going to, you should tell that to Notorious Non-Racist. I think he was just bragging, Acacia. I think he was. It's hard to say for sure. There's no universally accepted rule for what qualifies as bragging. Did you have a good morning? Well, for me, it is now evening time. Here in California, the sun is setting. The coyotes are coming out. The owls are hooting. That's right. The day is coming to a close. Did I have a good day? Well, I had a good morning. I live streamed in the morning. I slept most of the day, which I needed to do, and which was good. And then, then we went out to dinner, and we went to the store. We got some things we needed to get from the store. And we came back home, and I'm live streaming again. And I'm feeling pretty pleased about the following. First of all, when I got home from dinner, I pooped. That was good. Second of all, though, I feel like I have another poop coming on, and that'll be fantastic. This is somewhat why I decided to stream first, because I wanted to see if my poop was going to drop, rather than immediately get to the marriage jostling. Help. He's pushing his poopies into the future. That's true. I am. I'm creating a future in which I poop. The present is an illusion. The past a lie. Only the future is true. I should put together a book called Nonsense Statements by Eric. Things that sound profound but make no sense at all. Okay, I think I'm ready to poop. I am proud of you guys. You guys did a great job of helping me poop. I'm going to leave you with Rachel while I poop, okay? I'm going to leave you in Rachel's capable hands. Good night, Savage Kitty. I'm going to leave you in Rachel's capable breasts. I mean hands. I usually do shit on screen, but not tonight.
Wow! It's a special night if he's not pooping on camera. Bye, Levi Bears. Hey, simple girl, how you doing? How was your night? What you guys have you guys eaten? I don't know. I've never played Fortnite, so I guess I would say Call of Duty. Look sad about tonight. You know, it wasn't what we wanted, but I got ice cream, so I was happy about that. Thanks, Boba Fett. Hello. Your second collection of quotes book after the book of my new Johnisms. Oh, thanks, Acacia. No, I am not racist and anti-sexist, Rachel. No, I am not. I got Rocky Road. It was really good. Ice cream is good. You know, sometimes I just like a little something sweet. I crave it after I eat. Yeah, you know, my salad, which I think is one of the better salads, at Dinner House, like had old lettuce in it, and I was like, ew, that's gross. So like I wasn't, you know, I was thinking that we were going to go to Frederick's too, and they were pretty slow with our food at the Charles Street dinner. Hey, Phoenix. Hey, Luminix. Thanks, Boba Fett. Rockin' Road, you know it. Are you very good at bragging, Rubinar? Are you sure about that? Where's creams that are formally iced? Yes. How'd it go?
Good. Good. It went well. I think the best thing about tonight's dinner is going to be the leftovers.
Yeah, it is. It really is.
Because I have plans for our leftover prime rib. I'm gonna make prime rib melts. Yes, Rachel's made a poll before.
Oh yeah, sure. I definitely have.
Okay. I'm going to ask a poll question, and then after we get the answer from everybody, then we'll find out from Acacia if the poll is right or not.
Okay, cool.
It's a sinker. It's a sinker.
It was a sinker?
Yeah, my poops. Yeah, they were sinkers. So we're gonna find out what the people think, if the people think bragging's allowed or not, and then we'll find out whether they're correct by asking Acacia if in fact bragging is allowed. Well, Acacia's the minister of bragging. Hi, Lou. You know, I've gotten a lot of compliments on these overalls.
Sure has.
Apparently, you suggested a hip brand of overalls too.
Yeah.
I had somebody tell me that a middle school girl in their school had these same overalls. So if I'm wearing the same overalls as a middle school girl, you know that that I'm pretty cool.
Oh yeah.
Demetrius DeMarcus. No, actually, believe it or not, Rachel was quite a big fan of the channel before I got with her and when I was in my previous relationship. And when we got together, it certainly wasn't this circumstance that she moved into. It was a substantially worse circumstance, one that wouldn't be desirable for anyone to move into. I don't think she anticipated this. I didn't anticipate this. It's like I had no idea that we were going to end up like this. So, anyway. Anyway, if you're wearing what the kids are wearing, then you're cool. That's how it works. Okay, thank you, Hilltop Farm, for your input. No thanks, Demetrius. We'll pass. I don't have a definition. It's kind of a joke poll, but we'll see what people think. Rachel and Eric sitting on the couch. Are they kissing on the mouth? Meow, 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 meow.
Meow, 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 meow.
Yeah, exactly. No thanks, Demetrius. Um, Hi, Eric. How do I talk to women? I would suggest instead of talking to women, the dog, you talk to a woman. How old am I? I'm 52. Okay, sure. What do you want to talk about it? I already answered your question, the dog. All right. The point is, there's no trick to talking to women. You find a woman you actually like and talk to her as naturally occurs. Like, ask questions, right? Ask questions, listen to the answers. That's probably the simplest universalizable advice. Um, no, tired. I haven't. It's gross. Don't ask those kind of gross questions. I'll tell you what I'm going to do for you is I will pull up a document that well, it's kind of like an outline of concepts if I were to teach it to non-debating adults. Take up all these editors. Okay. Now, here's a document that'll explain to you some of what I taught. All right, so I'm reading through these chats here real quick. Uh, sure. What's going on tonight? Not a whole hell of a lot is going on tonight. So yeah, this document kind of outlines most of the main areas of meowing. That's some good explanation there, huh? It explains the main areas of meowing. Okay, I put it here. I'll put it again. Well, you're not going to get that cup of noodles, Brad Stover. Okay? You're not going to get it. Goodbye, Christian Bruno. You have a good evening, okay? I'm just going to listen to Heaven by Brian Adams. Can the bro mounts relax in the chat? I'm not sure what you're referring to, but that's fine. No, thank you, Dog. You'll remember what? That I don't want to bend over and let you stuff me in your rover? Well, too bad for you. Play what for you on the guitar? So anyway, that document's not something I actually ever used in a debate class. It's something I made after coaching debate to kind of, oh, I don't know how to play that song. To kind of encapsulate the major areas of like overview that I'd cover for debate rather than for any particular topic. So I don't have a loyalty, okay? Loyalty to a group is for idiots. I don't have two dads. Oh, you have two dads. Well, good for you. Show Media says, Eric, are asexuals a real thing or just shy maniacs? I'm not sure about that. I think they're a real thing. I'm so will be there in like potato salad that I'm going to go to, yep, I gotta run my cheese. That's an interesting sentence. I don't. Okay. Demetrius, the point is every specific political issue needs to be adjudicated on its merits. There's no way to delegate that job to a group with some sort of platform. And there's no good way to play blame politics. The worst thing that's happened to American politics is that people have become more interested in demonizing the people and the guy they hate than they have in actually addressing any actual policy issues. Everything's about whether you're aligned correctly with the right ideology and not about what is the specific policy, what is the specific conclusion regarding this specific policy matter, that is normatively indicated that we ought to do, So the idea of aligning with red or blue is exactly what's wrong with politics. That's something one should answer with either answer to the question. I'm a correctist. I'm correct about every specific political issue, and I'm not a groupist. I don't care about what team you're on. Now I need to go get a cigarette. Well, Sean, I actually consider myself quite patriotic. And that's why I advocate the way I do. For us all to remember that we are all on the same team as Americans, and that at least the vast majority of us actually want what's best for the country. We may disagree about exactly what that is, but very few Americans want what's bad for America. So we'd be all well served to discard this notion of of the good guys and bad guys within the country. Most important thing is that we can articulate what the correct position is on every specific issue. So we don't need to demonize a group or whatever. Do you have a weapon? Yeah, sure. And the thing to remember, Demetrius, is that's one of those examples of something that we don't need to make into a wedge issue. The Supreme Court's ruled that everybody has the individual right to own a handgun. And that constrains individual states' ability to restrict that right. So it's not even an issue that's open for debate, right? Yes, I am opposed to additional gun control legislation for obvious reasons. There are many obvious reasons, okay? But the point is, we can be correct about that issue without being a dumbass and saying like, well, it's the damn liberals who are trying to take our gun rights. Well, don't be a dumbass, if that's where you're going with that. Well, sure you do, because you're still platypusing like a little kid, There's an episode of Phineas and Ferb that, in which, at the end of this one song called Platypus Controlling Me, the teenagers who are watching Doofenshmirtz play this song, they all go, oh, I get it, a platypus is a metaphor for what's trying to take us down. The government's a platypus, corporations are a platypus, liberals are platypus, conservatives are platypus. Stop worrying about that shit, The point is, be correct about every specific issue and allow other individuals to be wrong or correct about that specific issue. That's called reality, right? No, it's absolutely correct. If you don't accept it, that's because you're married to this outrage emotional reaction you have, where it's easy for you to understand when you demonize this monolithic group who opposes everything good and just and true, while your monolithic group favors everything good and just and true. Yeah, it's easy to understand things like that for children. That's like how children should think about it, okay? I mean, if you're determined to believe in a monolithic group that's the bad guy, then you're engaged in childlike mythology, not dealing with politics like an adult. And that's just how it is, I mean, what am I misrepresenting or thinking poorly about? What do you think I'm doing a poor job of explicating or analyzing or whatever? You tell me. If you think I'm not doing a good job of thinking, then explain in what fashion my thinking is poorly executed, as I did yours, right? And I explained the fashion in which your thinking was poorly executed and what the alternative is. So now you do the same for me. Okay, that's not a critique of anything I said. That's a generic overall thing that's non-responsive to anything I said. It's called weak thinking, right? Well, you're just projecting, Demetrius. A good thinker would respond to something specific I said. So I'm responding to your lack of response on point directly, right? I'm pointing out that your response did not respond to anything I said. I mean, these aren't displays, right? I'm responding to specific things you said with specific responses. That's the opposite of a display. It's something real and concrete. Well, Demetrius DeMarcus, yeah, I know that is what you feel, but if you wanted to be taken seriously by anybody, you'd say, okay, Eric, when you said this, that was expressive of what I'm trying to indicate here. I'm trying to indicate that you're not being rational or reasonable, Eric. Here's an example of you being irrational or unreasonable. Since you're not doing that, then it's just engagement theater. Probably you're just trolling, trying to provoke, That's fine. I'll let it go a little while longer. Well, I don't think I'm converting Demetrius to an ally. I think I'm not allowing him to successfully, provocatively troll while also responding to what he's actually saying. So, we'll see how long it goes on for. 10 more days, Professor. Yeah, I know. You don't need to remind me. I've actually got today my vape thing, tobacco vape. So that will allow me to segue comfortably from cigarettes into not cigarettes. No, this is half iced tea, half lemonade. I don't drink alcohol. Well, Ain Slodic, I would point out that I'm not a grandmother.
Good thing to point out.
How do you manage my emotions, Rachel?
Manage his emotions?
Yeah.
I don't really feel like my perception of things are usually skewed. Like if Eric is like feeling moody or whatever, I'll think it's because of me. But it's
really, it's because I just ran out of Adderall.
yeah.
That's basically
So that
when I get moody.
Yeah.
But even then, I don't. It's not like I take it out on her.
No, it's not. And that's like so few and far between when it happens.
Yeah, it is pretty rare.
Yeah.
I'm very non-reactive emotionally, unless something really pisses me off, you know.
Yeah.
Well, good for you, Ainsladic. Good for you. Yes, it is Arnold Palmer. Well, Demetrius, you slid all the way down into the mud. So, for future reference, this is what failure looks like. Yeah. And for my own reference and others, note that this is his last stop on Spite Highway before getting himself hidden. You know, he's getting a little frustrated, no doubt. But you know, Demetrius, I get it. You come in, you want to try to provoke, you want to get kind of reactivity or whatever. And you probably thought you had a good angle of attack, and you did, in fact, you know. It was a good angle of attack, but it just didn't work out for you. Oh, I get moody sometimes, but moody for me isn't like I'm grumpy with Rachel per se. It's just I'm not particularly cheerful. I'm usually kind of grumpy-ish or moody, like when I get up, eat something, go back to bed. I'm like in that period of sleepy week. Well, you were doing better before, Demetrius. At this point, you're kind of grasping at straws. I think we can give Demetrius credit for doing a pretty good job of provoking at least some responses to on the political stuff. I mean, I don't agree with you, Iron Lion. I definitely will call him either a tart or a troll. And the reason it's okay is because he's behaving like one. I'm not. Yeah. Yeah, he wants a little extra attention. It's fine. Hopefully he goes away satisfied that he got whatever he wanted to get done. Well, I tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna put on this basketball game in the background. It's the Atlanta Hawks versus the Chicago Bulls. And we're gonna pop out the chat. Pop out the chat. Yeah, pop out the chat. We're gonna pop out the chat. Pop out the chat. Yes, we do have toilet paper here. That's for blowing my nose. Every time since I moved the toilet paper here that I've had to blow my nose. I've been very pleased with myself. It's been like, yes, I don't have to go into the kitchen and get a paper towel. You know, who really does buy Kleenex for blowing your nose? You already have paper towels and toilet paper. Do you really additionally need to get Kleenex? It seems like pretty unnecessary to me. Um, it's a real indulgence if you're gonna get tissue, facial tissues. Well, but it's like okay, but we buy toilet paper in multi packs, you know. Is it a sign of aging if I want a bowl of cereal for dessert instead of actual sweets? No, I think it's a sign of just your body saying, I am going to naturally want what I should want more. Well, the Atlanta Hawks, the 10 seed, are playing in this elimination game against the 9 seed Chicago Bulls. The Atlanta Hawks have cut it to well, he got fouled. Mr. Hunter did. So he's going to take 2 free throws. I believe he was fouled in the act of shooting. Well, that's good, Brad Stover. Uh, that's a good reason, good way to use it as well. It's probably foot cancer. Your feet are constantly getting cancer. You could go with the Depends. That might be a good choice. Oh, look, it's Puff Daddy, aka Diddy, aka
Really?
Sean Puff Daddy Diddy
Oh,
Combs.
Combs.
Well, Sean, I've been busy. I've been busy. What have you been trying to call me about? You want me to help you with your legal problems? I'm not really in the mood to help you with those. Cirrhosis of the soul. Is that what you get from taking too much acid? Three-point game. Um, Chicago's still up. They're playing in Chicago. I don't even have a basement, Brad. Frenchie, no, I don't have a boyfriend because I have a wonderful, lovely, fantastic wife.
Thanks.
See? Now Chicago's up by 5. What did Rachel and I get for dinner? Uh, well, you know, to be honest, I asked him to please not join the live stream so that people didn't get any clues about where he was. But now I'm not going to deny it. Um, he's in my attic. What did John Diddy do done? You have a great night too, Brad Stover. Don't forget to eat plenty of cheese. Well, Tom Hanks should not do that. Poor Justin Bieber. He now has paralyzed face syndrome. Now, I gotta say, I am kind of curious to watch Gremlins 2.
Yeah, I really want to watch it too.
I'm gonna
Especially because it doesn't have bad ratings.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna show this Key and Peele skit that I saw today to Rachel. It's the thing that makes me want to see Gremlins 2. Mm. Okay, you need to get your liver/kidney checked, Brad. Yes, there's a Gremlins 2. Yes, there is. And no, it was the original one was in '86, and the sequel I think was in '90, maybe '91. So it was a few years later. Phallus Malice? That's a good one, Acacia. You got it. I think you got it. Am I older than Jesus? Well, I'm older than Jesus was when he died. That's true. I believe they did, yes. I believe Boba Fett that they did release the new Bill and Ted Back to the Future. This has come up again today. A penile fenderer benderer? Okay. You can't add extra words. Oh, pecker wrecker. Oh, excellent. Excellent job, Acacia. Gremlins is a 1984 American comedy horror film by Joe Dante. And Gremlins 2, it came out either in 90, 91, 92, something like that. We'll find out. I have a feeling Show Media is Googling it right now. 1990. Okay. Gremlins 2, The New Batch is a 1990 American comedy horror film and the sequel to the 1984 film. Thank you, Show Media. Anyway, there's a funny Key and Peele skit about the like writers' room brainstorming for that movie. Well, why would you add the extra to Bender then, Rubenar? Why would you put Fender Benderer? Why not just put Fender Bender? That's Rachel's reaction to Gremlins 2. Yeah, maybe it is.
Maybe it is.
Yeah, I think people like the Rachel face emojis.
I like that they do. We can make more.
Yeah, we could. I should make more special emojis for the chat. Oh, I see. I see. Acacia, you are winning the Extroverted Intuition Award tonight. You're kicking my ass. Okay, well, and actually, yeah, I followed it, Acacia. I followed it, but Ruben had something else in mind. Another interpretation that also legitimizes it. It's different than yours, interestingly. Namely that a benderer is one who does the bendering. So I guess Acacia looked at it structurally and Ruben looked at it conceptually. You could put it that way, you know. You wish. What? Ooh.
Oh.
It's not spring break anymore, I don't think. I'm not sure.
Not.
That's got to be traveling, no? Yeah, I got that, Ruben. I understood your alternate expression of it. Thanks, Ruben. My nipple is shaped like a Y. My nipple's not shaped like a Y. It's shaped exactly like the letter M. One of them is. And the other one is L. At first I was confused. Why isn't it L and R? And then I realized, oh, I just got those two letters of the alphabet. No. It's whenever they issue nipples, you get, either like B and C, you get F, G. You always get two in an order from the alphabet. I got L and M. They're both capital letters, too. Yeah, I'm talking about my nipples looking exactly like capital letters. I bet you do, Sean Combs. I tell you, you've been up to some shady stuff, Sean Combs. I'm not the Easter Bunny, but I play one on TV. Nipper Slipperer. No, you cannot see my nips, Sean Combs. But you can see my hips. Whoop, the hips don't lie.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I call that dance the hips don't lie.
Oh my God.
Kawagatawa. JG says gay. Well, listen, all the best dancers are gay. You think straight men are good dancers? I don't think so. All right. The only straight men who are good dancers are also domestic violence people, like Chris Brown. Okay. Chris Brown's a real bombaclat. Come on, give it to me. I'm not gonna get freaky for you, Puff Daddy. Why don't you get your mind out of the gutter for once? It's no wonder you're living offshore somewhere in international waters. The crazy thing is, Sean Puff Daddy Diddy Puff Combs is in international waters just swimming around. Well, Chicago is now up by 6 points, and they just got a turnover and have just stretched the lead to 8 points. Atlanta is feeling like, oh no, this game is getting away from us. We best call timeout. And they do. Oh, you're in the Caribbean. Okay. Are you in the Caribbean or the Caribbean? Both? How can you be in two places at once, Ted Kaczynski? That doesn't make any sense. Is the Bermuda Triangle in the Caribbean? Maybe he's in the Bermuda Triangle. Oh, money can make that happen, huh? Notorious non-racist, didn't you just finish cleaning up? It's about Riz and singing and being tall, dark, muscular, intelligent, and incredibly handsome. No cap. I ain't even bragging. That's what Iron Lion says. Okay. Notorious non-racist, you don't need to share that with us. It's what they call TMI. I was born with wings, but psoriasis swooped in and clipped them. Oh, bragging is allowed, it turns out. Can someone please remove notorious non-racist, needlessly vulgar comment? The one in which he maximizes the vulgarity by putting it in all caps. I didn't say time him out, I said remove the comment. Oh, for goodness sakes. Remove the comment means remove the comment. Timing out means timing out. Oh, God. Well, notorious non-racist, it looks like I incurred more consequences on you than I intended. I'm pretty sure he doesn't, Ruben R. I'm a person who says what he means and means what he says. I mean, what more clarity could there be? I say, can you remove the comment? Or the chat. Who's famous? You are now, John Willens. You are. Okay, my bad. Sorry to sorry to sorry to bust your chops so much. Well, the true anti-sexer, we were just discussing that. Okay. Okay, good for you then. And you're double famous now. Before you were just a well-known celebrity, and now you're a famous person as well.
Is John Willens?
His name's John Willens, not John Williams.
Yeah, and I'm wondering if he's famous for being John Willens, not Williams.
Avocados from Mexico. They're the best avocados of all. They used advanced. No, you got timed out. If you got timed out for, if you are notorious non-racist, you actually got timed out. Not because I intended it, but because I didn't do it myself. I asked others to do it, and accordingly, they took interpretive liberty as to what I wanted, and that's their prerogative, I guess. Anyway, we don't want any anti-sexers around here. Well, the Chicago Bulls look like they're running away with this game. They're up by 10 as the third quarter begins to run out. No, you didn't say anything racist. Everybody needs a little time away. I heard it say from the one that they love. Hold me now. I never want to say I'm sorry. I just want you to know. Hold me now. I never want to say I'm sorry. Well, it's because we're pro sex around here between consenting adults. I believe it's Peter Cetera by himself, Boba Fett, rather than Chicago. But I could be wrong. Maybe it is Chicago. Oh, that yeah. Anyway, that so maybe you deserve to be timed out. I don't know. You just got timed out. You didn't get hidden. Well, Atlanta just hit. I think. Oh no. I know, but is it Peter Cetera by himself or Chicago? Yeah, we're in favor of trout groping. I'm about to end this stream actually pretty soon in order to go grope some trout before bread. I always like that song. And after all that's been said and done, you're one that can go. Goblin Age 21, you're back. You have Goblin AIDS. Thanks, show media. Oh, that's you. Now you're Goblin AIDS. I see. Okay. Well, I'm getting pretty tired. So I do have that bit of bad news for you. Lonely elders is an epidemic. Adopt an elder like this near you. I'm not lonely. But NYC, NYC. All right, that's fine, Goblin Age. You do have Goblin Age, so it's fine. Yeah, the stream is going to be ending pretty soon. I don't want to be adopted. Thank you very much. Well, you're easily fooled, I guess. I wasn't trying to fool you. Let me assure you that NYC, NYC. I wouldn't try to fool anyone from New York because that's where my wife's from. I don't want your goblin aids, okay? No, I don't want to meet up with any lonely elders, I don't think. I think I'm going to pass on the lonely elders. Talk about anger management some. Well, I would say I used to actually have a bit of an anger management problem in the sense that I was a lot more reactive than I am now, a lot more provocable. So, because that undermined my effectiveness in my engagements with people, um, I think that that was a problem. Yeah, I agree. It is totally okay to admit you're lonely, unless you're not lonely, in which case it would be a lie. I'm at my folks' place. It's not going well. I don't like the scene here. Are your parents fighting or something? Or are they busting your chops or what? I mean, I'm definitely not tweaked out of my mind. I'm tired on no amphetamines and planning to go to bed on the early side tonight. Had a nice dinner. I mean, it wasn't all I think we had hoped it would be. But in other words, neither Rachel nor I was particularly impressed with the food. You know. Oh no, they're lovely. There's always people over. I hate people. I'm a five. Hmm. I don't know. Show media. I don't know. Go for something exotic sometime, like Burmese food. Well, the thing is, we don't have. I mean, we don't have that many choices nearby us. You know, in terms of restaurants. Hi, Goblin. You know what? I gotta warn you. There's somebody here who has goblin AIDS. Oh wait, it's probably you. That's right. Yeah, I remember you, CB Aquatics. I remember you. So, good offer here from Goblin Age 21. Who says if anybody wants it, I'll be giving away Goblin AIDS. Hmm. Goblin. Looks like you might have a taker in Goblin, I'm thinking. I'm glad you remember me, CB Aquatics. Good for you. Goblin Age is giving away Goblin AIDS, actually. It used to be called Goblin Grids. Hmm. Oh, Goblin says he doesn't want it, but Goblin Age doesn't care. I guess among goblins, things might work differently. I'm not sure. Iron Lion says working out is a great way to vent anger and turn it into positive energy. I just don't have very much anger anymore, you know? Life's going super good. I'm super happy. I'm the happiest I've ever been. And accordingly, I'm just not very prone to anger. No, that wasn't me. That was Goblin AIDS, CB Aquatics. You might have Goblin AIDS right now, so check yourself for that. Get yourself checked. That's just advice to angry people. Yeah, it's probably pretty good advice. You know, from my from my perspective or my own experience, it's like I didn't have much of much to do with becoming less reactive, less provocable, you know. But somewhat recently, I've thought, oh, I'd like to kind of maximize that vector, but it naturally come most of the way by itself before I thought being implacable is a good thing. Hey, it's Burger King. Burger King, you closed down in my town. We used to have a Burger King here in Mariposa, but it shut down. It looks as though here in the basketball game, in theory and in practice, CB Aquatics. Hi, Kayla. I do remember you. Yes, I remember you with my remembering brain, which is one of the best ways to remember things. Burger King is still in business. I still see a fair amount of Burger King commercials on TV, in fact. Guy says, old man is on his meds. No, I'm not on my meds, unfortunately. I wish I were. But actually, I don't wish I were. I'm happy to not be on them until Friday. I think on Friday, I'm going to experience getting them at the right moment. You know, I will be slept up by then. And I probably do need another, full night plus sleeping tomorrow plus Thursday. Yeah, there's no more BK in Mariposa. Supposedly it's going to be replaced by a drive-through Starbucks, but I haven't seen any progress towards that yet. Where are the cats? Well, here's one of the cats. I will show you. One of the cats is right there. Hi, Trouble. Meow. How convenient of him to meow for us, huh? Yes, you're a good boy. You want me to watch you eat? Okay, I will watch you eat. Let's go watch the cat eat. Well, he wants me to watch him eat. Oh, yes. What a good boy. You have the spirit of boyhood in your heart. I'm going to get my coffee cup and refill it with some coffee. Would you like me to make you a cup of coffee, Rachel? Rachel?
Yes, sir?
Would you like a cup of coffee?
I would.
For Rachel, I'm getting this cup that says R. Okay. Oh, yes, you have the spirit of boyhood in your heart. It's true. And Daddy knows. And Daddy loves. Yes, he does. Cause Daddy knows, and Daddy loves, and Daddy pets, and Daddy pets, and Daddy admires, and Daddy respects, and Daddy pets, and Daddy pets. Cause Daddy loves, and Daddy knows, and Daddy pets, and Daddy pets, and Daddy admires, and Daddy respects. As you can see, he's still eating some foods. And what we're going to do here in a bit, I'm waiting for Rachel to come back from the laundry. We're going to have our coffees for a moment or two. Probably have another health tea. Then we'll wrap this up. Because somebody needs a good stiff jostling. Daddy knows, and Daddy loves, Daddy admires. That's a pretty terrible song. Okay. Here we are. In the kitchen with Dinah. Someone is. I know, I know. Alright, so we're I'm going to empty some coffee into the sink. And I put a little bit of milk to cool it down. We get Rachel's. We put some creamer in it. And stir it up. I'm stirring. If you're looking for a surprising anime that's super good, but surprising that it would be, I recommend Bartender Glass of God. It's currently being released on Crunchyroll, and it's about like the art of bartending. It's quite an appealing cartoon, I must say. All right, let's take these coffees and I'll come back for you. All right, put that there. Okay, so Doki Doki Literature Club, one of the best games ever made. It's a game or is it a show? How many frets is the normal amount of frets? Like, how many frets does my guitar have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. I think 22. Yeah, Apothecary Diaries is pretty damn great. Did I know that oysters are actually a type of mammal? No way. Oh yeah, this coffee is delicious. I don't make it sound delicious, okay? It makes itself sound delicious. It does all of the work for me. Scorpion's got like 35 frets. That's ridiculous. What's up, Grandpa? Your grandchild's arrived. Where's the wallet? Sorry, Lakota. Grandpa's wallet is zipped away in his overalls. Well, in this case, Shauna, I just put non-dairy creamer and regular fat milk, regular milk. Whole milk, that's what it's called. Whole milk. $40 e-bikes. Hello. Do you really have 40 e-bikes? That's a lot of e-bikes. How much biking do you do? Plus, I don't always want that bassy of a tone in my neck pickup. Oh, it goes in 4 directions? Up, down, left and right. Forward, backward, left and right. Regular fat milk is more fun than whole milk as a name. Yeah, skim milk is just water lying about being milk. I'm currently drinking Hills Brothers coffee, simple girl. I don't keep any bodies of the damned, actually. I'm an oyster, says Gregory's Kitchen. I was born human, but I identify as an oyster. Okay. Are your pronouns oi and stir? Well, sure, but not all YouTube channels highlight that fact, Putty Cat. Okay. Did you know there's beauty, wonder, and love in the 7 directions even before you're aware of it? What? Oh, blub and blubber. Okay, keep that in mind. I'm not lactose intolerant, but I am lactose phobic. I'm scared of lactose, but I tolerate it well. The 7th direction is inside. So like if I put my hand in my mouth, that's its own direction. So what I'm about to do with Rachel might be deemed traveling in the 7th dimension. I do neither, Lakota. I do neither. Unless you're talking about food in my mouth, in which case I swallow it. One Direction is an okay band. I like that sentence. I like that one, Gregory's Kitchen, I think. That's pretty good. There's beauty, love, and wonder inside of me. Isn't there a lot of puss and milk? I don't think so. If you drink human milk, though, there might be a lot of titty in it. Hi, Nameless. What's up with you? What is up with me? Well, we're coming to the end of the stream, actually. I'm watching the Chicago Bulls versus the Atlanta Hawks on the ESPN. And currently, the Chicago Bulls are up by 20 big points. So it looks like that game's coming to a quick close. Now, we're going to put on the Giants game. Because that basketball game might as well be over. We're waiting for Rachel to I have drank it from the breast, but not. I don't know how else would you drink it? Like, you're gonna steal your child's bottle? Where are the famous people? You're a famous person now, Polish Gluck 9000. You've had breast milk ice cream? That is really weird. Is that true? I don't think that could possibly be true. They do. They sell it. They pump it and sell it. Really? I didn't know you could do that. That's gross. Ugh. Take care, relative. Caninaskomitten. I don't know what that means. So it is the top of the 6th inning here in Florida. I mean, that's where the Giants are in Florida, from Florida. And Giants have a 1-run lead. Oh, well, cool. What's the, how do you say you're welcome? You're welcome, maka, 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 maka. Don't poop in the cow's milk, don't poop there. You're gonna ruin it, it's not fair. Don't poop in the cow's milk, don't poop there. You're gonna ruin it, and that's not fair. Okay. Well, I'm going to end this poll. That's the first order of business to end this poll.
What was the whole question?
Is bragging allowed?
Oh, yeah.
The answer is yes, according to the poll. Now let's check with Acacia if she's still here. Was the poll correct or incorrect? All right, don't try to milk the bowl. I'm not going to do a backflip, but thank you for the suggestion. 61% of people were correct. All right, good job, pollsters.
Oh, wow.
Wow, just watching a man on the couch, interesting. Yeah, it is. It's fascinating. Because the thing is, at the moment it may seem boring, but every once in a while, my head will swivel 363 degrees around.
Uh-huh.
And you just got to wait for that moment when that happens, and it's just like, wow. Who knew? So, I'm going to take this cup of coffee outside. We're going to have a health tube. So, Braden, we're going to really expand on the excitement here. I'm no longer just going to be on my couch. I'm going to actually be standing out front. So, pretty big news here talking with famous people. We're moving from the couch. It's not really a couch, it's a chair, but fine. Whatever you want to call it. We're going to move from the chair in the living room to the front of the house, outside the front door. We're going to go ahead and we're not even going to think about it any further. We're just going to get out there and do it. Just like the Nike ad suggests. And the level of excitement might be, if you have a heart condition, you might want to go away for a moment. I don't want to cause anybody to have a heart attack with the level of excitement that I'm bringing here. Uh-oh, am I bragging? Well, it's allowed, apparently. Okay, here we go. Get ready for the exciting part of the show. Yeah. This is where things get really exciting. There's gonna be car crashes and stunts and fireworks, everything. Well, I'm very proud of the Oakland A's for winning today. I'm glad they brought Ruiz back up from the minor leagues. Why they sent him down in the first place is beyond anybody's reckoning. Because your fist is on my list. Because your fist, I can't resist. Because your fist is on my list. Right. Because your fist is on your wrist. Excellent, Acacia. Excellent work. What are you doing, Trouble? What are you getting over there? Whatever it is, leave it alone. Who remembers the day that Richard Gere was accused of gerbiling? Anybody? Anybody remember that day? Twisted Fister is a good band name. That's a good place to sharpen your nails, Trouble. Wish you always sharpened your nails there. On the mat to walk in the house. That's what the cats should do, right? Just like people should wipe their feet off. Hi, Happy Hippie. How's it going? Are you burning sage and experiencing the spirit of the wind? They're the things I imagine hippies doing. You're connecting with the spirit of the wind. Okay. Get my coffee. Don't want to forget that. And what this brings us to is the reality that it is time to say goodnight, because it is time for me to jostle my wife. It's wife jostling time. We all do probably worry a little too much. Happy Hippie. So, answer to Jesse Smith's question, a little bit of everything. Have a great night, everybody. And don't forget to eat plenty of